Hey YouTube, it's your boy here, Chicago Sport Fan 1, and this is going to be a very interesting video, and I am due for an NBA video, and this is going to be my NBA 2012-2013 prediction. As we know, tip-off is going to be on October 13th, and I call this video interesting for the fact how I have it sorted out. I'm not going to tell you the rankings at first. I'm going to tell you their loss. I'm going to tell you their off-season big gains, big losses, and their team MVPs for my prediction, and their six man for my prediction. Now with the six man, there might be some iffy things in there. Just because not every team has a reliable six man, but yeah, this video is gonna probably have a part 2 on it because it's gonna be so long. It took me like 3 hours, even more, to make this video. It's 12 o'clock in the morning right now. I got school tomorrow. I gotta go to bed. But yeah, I'm gonna start out with the Boston Celtics. I say that the Celtics, their big gain was obviously Jason Terry this off season. Good pickup after their big loss, Ray Allen this off season. So that really helped them out to have him. Team MVP Rajon Rondo. I could have went with Kevin Garnett. I could have went with Paul Pierce, but I'm gonna go with Rajon. He's a guy that sets up triple doubles. This guy is great. I love the guy. He's a great player. Six man Michael Petrus, great shooter, great at 3-pointers. He can be clutch at times. We've seen some clutch threes from him. New York Knicks, big gain, Jason Kidd, obviously. He's a veteran. He still got it. His shoot. Oh man, I'm really mixing up my words. He can still get you a good shooting percentage. He could still he's a guy that could easily give you 14 points a game, and that's something you want. And it's just gonna be, and he can pass the ball. It's just gonna be compliments to Carmelo and Amari. Their biggest loss, obviously, Jeremy Lin. Good thing is they got Jason Kidd to cover that, and even Iman Shumpert. But yeah, I got Jeremy Lin in there because he is a starter. Team MVP Carmelo Anthony. Could have went with Amari, but I'm gonna go with Carmelo on this one. This team's definitely gonna be a playoff team, and Carmelo's gonna be a big reason for it. Six man is going to be Ronnie Brewer, my former Chicago Bull. He is gonna do great. I honestly hate that we got rid of him, but whatever. Philadelphia 76ers had a great offseason. Their big gain was with the trade between Lakers, 76ers, and Magic. I can't remember if there was another team in there or not. I think it was a 4-team trade, but I can't remember. That was a team. Goddamn, I don't know. I might be wrong. But yeah, they got Andrew Bynum for their biggest gain. Their biggest loss, Andre Iguodala. Oh yeah, the Nuggets were the other team. Yeah, the Nuggets. Because they traded Iguodala to the Nuggets. Team MVP is going to be Andrew Bynum. Six man is going to be Jason Richardson. Very good player. I think he played for the Celtics last year. If I remember right, Jason Richardson. No, he didn't play for the Celtics. He played for the Magic. That's who he played for. Yeah, very good 3-point shooter. I was kind of brain dead right there. Toronto Raptors, their biggest gain was Kyle Lowry, former Houston Rocket. Was sent over to the Raptors on a trade. But yeah, biggest loss, we're gonna have to go with Marco Bellinelli. He plays for my Bulls now. He can do lots of things. I honestly don't know that much about Marco Bellinelli. I know he was pretty good though, looking at some of his stats. But yeah, team MVP I think is gonna be Andre Benari. I think is how you pronounce his name. But yeah, he's a very good player. Six-man Terrence Ross, rookie. He can come in and do well. Questionable right there, you never know. The Brooklyn Nets, I keep on wanting to call them New Jersey for some reason. Biggest gain, Joe Johnson. Biggest loss, really none. Team MVP, obviously going to be Darren Williams. And their sixth man is going to definitely be C.J. Watson, former Chicago Bull. Love the guy. Very good backup for him. Now let's rank the Atlantic Eastern Division right here. I'm gonna go the team that's gonna win this division is gonna be the New York Knicks coming in first. Second's gonna be Celtics. Third's gonna be 76ers. Fourth will be the Nets. They still need to improve more, but the Raptors rolling up at last. So that is for the Atlantic Division conference right there. Atlantic Division. Yeah, that's what I got right there for the Atlantic Division. Now let's go to the Central Division featuring my Bulls, which I'm going to start off with. Really, the big gangs: Kirk Heinrich. You could even say Nate Robinson or even Marcus Teague, since the fact that Derrick Rose is going to be out for at least at least 3 months of the season. It looks like. But yeah, Kirk Heinrich, those three guys that I mentioned. Biggest loss, obviously bench Mob, but we all know it's for a good reason, trying to clean house so we can get somebody big next year in free agency. Just looking towards the future. Let's see. Team MVP going to be Derrick Rose. When he comes back, he's going to do great for us, and he's going to push us far into the playoffs. And now let's have our sixth man will be Taj Gibson, the Taj Mahal. He blocks everything. He is great. I think honestly he should be the starter over Boozer. I am not a big fan of Boozer. I don't really like him that much. I haven't really ever since his first year in Chicago when he didn't do well. Indiana Pacers, big game. Obviously DJ Augustine. Their big loss. I'm gonna have to maybe. They didn't really have too big of a loss. I guess. Yeah, Darren Collison maybe for a big loss, but not even really him. So yeah, I'd almost say none. Maybe Darren Collison if you're being really nice. Team MVP Danny Granger, quite obviously. Great player, very versatile. Sixth man Leonardo Barbosa. He was traded there a year ago, I believe. Good player. 3-point shooter. Milwaukee Bucks, big game none, big loss to none. Monte Ellis will be the team MVP, and their sixth man will be Darren Lamb. This team is gonna be good. I have a feeling with Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis, but yeah. Detroit Pistons, big game none, big loss. Really none. I guess you could say Ben Gordon, but I wouldn't even go with him. Team MVP Brandon Knight, rookie last year. I think he's gonna do well this season. Sixth man. I know this is another one I wasn't too sure on. I guess Will Bynum, I'm gonna have to say. The Pistons are a team that's just kind of there. But yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers, let's go to them. Big game none, big loss none. Team MVP Kyrie Irving. Sixth man Tristan Thompson, both rookies last year. I think they're gonna go and do really good. But yeah, that's really all I can say for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now let's rank them. Number one, I believe, will end. I'm gonna go Chicago Bulls. Number 2 is going to be Indiana Pacers. Number 3 is going to be Bucks. Number 4 will be Pistons. No. Number 4 will be Cavaliers. Number 5 will be Pistons. It's probably the same besides changing the bottoms right there. So yeah. So that's for Central. Southeast, including the champion Miami Heat in that one. Let's see, Miami Heat, obviously their big game of the season was Ray Allen. Their biggest loss was nothing. Team MVP obviously going to be LeBron James. Sixth man going to be Ray Allen, going to play behind Dwayne Wade there. Atlanta Hawks, their big game, none. Big loss, Joe Johnson in the trade with the Brooklyn Nets. Team MVP Josh Smith, and sixth man, my man, giving some hot sauce, Kyle Korver. He's going to be sixth man for them. Orlando Magic, their big gain, none. Big loss, obviously, Dwight Howard. In that trade, reason why I got big gain none is because they didn't get anyone good in the trade. they got a lot of guys. They just didn't get anyone significantly good. You know, nothing big. You know, it was a bunch of bench players, to be honest. But yeah, team MVP. I'm gonna go with Hedo Turkoglu, 6-man. I think they're gonna start Big Baby Davis, but I think Daniel Orton, if he starts, I guess he won't be a 6-man. But uh, whatever. Washington Wizards. I'm gonna go with the big game. Gonna be Bradley Beal. I like Bradley Beal a lot. He's a rookie. Big loss gonna be none. Team MVP obviously John Wall, and 6-man I'm gonna go with Trevor Ariza. I can't tell you if this guy's a starter or not. Washington Wizards team. You know, not all these teams I really keep track of. You know, right? And plus, I was searching a lot of things on Google, and they weren't really all updated. So yeah, whatever. If I made a mistake, make sure to comment below. Here was probably the worst team in NBA history, Charlotte Bobcats. Big gain, none. Big loss, TJ Augustine. Team MVP, I'm going to go with none. They don't got anybody on that team that's going to do anything for them. 6-man, nobody. Yeah. So it's none all the way down the board. This besides the big loss, but they just suck. Let's rank it. Obviously, at number 1, I'm going to go Miami Heat. Number 2, Atlanta Hawks. Number 3, Washington Wizards. Number 4, oh man, this is going to be hard. I think number 4 is going to be, let's do the Charlotte Bobcats. And number 5, Orlando Magic. Let's do that. Oklahoma City Thunder for the first Western Conference one. This is going to be Northeast. Oklahoma City Thunder, big gain, none. Big loss, none. Team MVP, Kevin Durant, obviously. 6-man, James Harden, obviously. There's nothing really to say about this team. They look the same as last year, besides we know they're going to be good. Their only competition, I think, is going to be the Lakers and the Spurs. Denver Nuggets, big gain, Andre Iguodala, big loss, none. Team MVP, Ty Lawson, and 6-man is going to be Corey Brewer. Utah Jazz, their big gain is going to be Mo Williams. I think he's a really good player. Big loss, none. Team MVP, Al Jefferson or Paul Millsap. That one was hard to throw around in there. 6-man Derek Favors. Portland Trailblazers, big gain, none. Big loss, none. Team MVP, LaMarcus Aldridge, and 6-man Jared Jeffries. That one was kind of hard. That's a team I don't really know too much about their players, so I'm just gonna go with Jared Jeffries. But God, the Trailblazers, they just do not look that good. There's nothing really to say about them. Minnesota Timberwolves, big gain, obviously Brandon Roy. Big loss, none. Team MVP is going to be Kevin Love. 6-man is going to be Jose Barea. I think he still plays on that team. Heck, I don't know. But if he does, he'll be the 6-man. Let's rank them. Oklahoma City will come in at first, quite obviously. Number 2, this is a very tough division. I think number 2 is going to end up being, I think the Timberwolves still have a way to go, so I'm going to go with, this is hard. Number 2 is going to be Denver. Number 3 is going to be Minnesota. Number 4 is going to be Utah. And number 5 is going to be Portland. That was really hard. I think I'm definitely going to be wrong on something in that one. I have a feeling about that. And I think I'm going to have to end this. This is going to be part 1 of this video. And please come back to watch my next, my last 2 on the Pacific and the Southwest. Thanks everyone. Like, comment, check the new video. Peace out.